On this Labor Day 2018, it's time for a look inward. Next on a special edition of WTF. Hello, I'm Mark Harrison, and welcome to this special Monday edition of What the Friday. This is our third Labor Day broadcasting as the Labor Network, and traditionally, these have been some of our top-rated shows. When we founded the Labor Network, it was our mission to educate the working people of this great nation about the challenges facing them. We've made efforts in past editions of our Labor Day show to explain how, when the middle class was at its strongest in our country, it was because union participation was at its highest. And we expect that most of you who are loyal viewers now understand this fact. It has also been our desire to explain that when union participation reaches about 30% in this country, we reach a sort of equilibrium in wages and benefits because employers who don't have unions on their properties must still pay union wages and benefits in order to keep from losing talent to those union properties. The rest of the time, our more than 350 shows have reported unbiased news coming out of Washington and around the country affecting working people. Now, however, it's time for a test. And that test will be administered this coming November 6th. It is on that day that you will decide whether or not the congressional representatives who are all up for re-election in the House of Representatives will be returned to office or will be replaced by new people. You will also have the chance to return or replace 1/3 of the sitting senators who are up for their re-election cycles. If you take nothing away from today's broadcast, I want it to be the following fact. If the current party in power of the White House, the U.S. House of Representatives, the U.S. Senate, the U.S. Supreme Court, and 33 state houses as governors continues to stay in office, any chance that a firewall could be erected to hold back the further decline of workers' rights in this country will cease to exist. If the Republican Party holds court in Congress after January 1, it will unleash everything it has in its arsenal to do its bidding for the billionaire class of campaign contributors who keep them in office and hate you. If you aren't aware of that fact, it's time to be. Billionaires hate you and want you to have nothing. They want you to show up and sweat for them so they can earn billions from your efforts, and then they want you to go away to your small part of the world where they don't have to see you. They want to vacation in places you can't afford and eat in restaurants that you can't afford, and they want your children to be unable to afford college. And they will do everything in their power to rig this system against you. The swamp hasn't been drained, it has been taken over by vile human beings who think if you aren't rich, you have a genetic defect. They think you don't deserve health care nor an education. They think that if you can't save for retirement while earning minimum wage, you are greedy. The right wing of this country has done a masterful job of convincing you that your belief in God, your opinion on guns, your approval of LGBT rights, your acceptance of minorities and immigrants have all been contributing factors to your downward spiral in life. Well, none of those issues have anything to do with the degradation of your lives. Rather, the swing of judicial and government decisions, the systematic stripping away of unions' rights and workers' protections, right to work in 27 states now, and for public unions now nationwide, all financially supported by a web of money that can be traced back to a few billionaires, not the least of which are David and Charles Koch, have had everything to do with the loss of the lives you thought you would have. Now, I'm not saying the Democrats are any prize, not by any stretch. What I am saying is that the current group in power is working against us. If we, the people of this country, this great country, do not step up in the voting booth in November and begin voting in our best interest, if we don't stop falling for the con job coming out of the right-wing media outlets, including Fox News, we will be destined to repeat our mistakes of the past. If we don't stop falling for the con job coming out of the White House and our leadership in Congress, we will be destined to repeat our mistakes of the past. Do your research about the candidates. Get their voting records. Find out what they have done, not what they say they will do, and vote accordingly. And please, stop being so stubborn about the fact that you voted for these guys in the last election. You can change your mind. You can admit to yourself that you were wrong. We forgive you. That's your little secret. Look in the mirror and vote for what's best for that person, not for what overpaid campaign consultants tell you they think you should think is best for you. Happy Labor Day, everyone. I'm Mark Harrison. Go out and enjoy.